So let's go. Right. Hello, everybody. How are you? In a lockdown period. What is day today? 9th of April 2020. If I'm going to post it somewhere. Right. I decided after so many people started to do makeup tutorials, I'm going to do one myself because so many of you that know me know I absolutely love makeup. So the camera is okay. My be a bit shining. Hello, Rob. Nice to see you. However, all the makeup's got fantastic properties to it, so it's absolutely brilliant actually for TVs and shows because of the reflection. It does not. It's got the Optolight technology, so it doesn't quite reflect and people are not shining on a TV. However, if you got daylight lamp about 10 inches away from your face, that you will do. You want me to wave and smile? Brilliant. So I just wanted to briefly, if I'm going to post this, because all of you are pretty much consultants in here. However, as we all know, our skin is the biggest organ. We do need to look after it. So, of course, what I've done, I cleansed my face, toned my face, toned my absolute fave from the RE9 range, because obviously it balances the pH, which for someone who's living in the area where it's really hot, it's, in my opinion, the best product we can put on our skin because it balances the pH, it hydrates it, so everything in absorbs much deeper, and I absolutely love it. So I toned it, cleansed it, toned it, moisturize it, and done half of the face already, so it saves a little bit of the time. And then I've got everything ready in here, so I'm going to really briefly go through what I've done and what I've used without going into much of a depth what the options are, because that's like another call altogether. What I wanted to do is a relatively simple, because so many women out there, when they see makeup tutorial, they go, oh my God, I can't do this. Contouring, you are crazy. I can't do that. So I just thought I'm going to do the basic. I also have got a picture for you for the different shapes. So I'm going to show you, because obviously every single one of us got different shapes. And the contouring, I must admit, I absolutely love. Obviously, we've got the fabulous palette to help us with it, which everybody needs to use all of the 4 colors in there in order to look amazing. And if you look at the face without the contouring and then with the contouring, or even with just a little bit of a blusher, it's such a difference that I always say to women, if you don't want to do much at all, do mascara, do a little bit of a lip gloss, but you have to do at least a blusher. It makes massive, massive difference. So what I've done, I've applied a fabulous primer on my face first. I'm not going to go over the top with the tools, by the way, because I've got all my brushes out and all that, and I think everybody would just go, no way. So literally with the Arbonne set that we have, let me just switch this off, it's absolutely enough. So this is what the Arbonne set has, all of those brushes, which is absolutely enough. 6 brushes, that's all we need, and we can do absolutely amazing makeup. So fingers are your best friends. So primer, I'm going to obviously use just half of the amount because I already done half of my face. You apply it on, and ideally, especially for the people that have quite downy hair, careful, go downwards. Yeah, don't go against the hair. It is not going to look good. So go down. How is the light, by the way? Give me your, I do it with my children when I teach English. Thumbs up, can you hear me? They're only 3 and 5, but they're fine. You also ideally need to wait for this to set for about 30 seconds. So I know there is out there that you can put it straight away. I would say, in my opinion, leave it to set for 30 seconds and then carry on. I've used foundation. It's evening. It's got a little bit better coverage. Obviously, we have the CC cream, we have the foundation, we have the powder. So depending on everybody's coverage is in need, or what they like, or what they prefer, it can be mixed matched. I actually found out relatively recently that somebody mixes CC cream with the foundation, and I do it ever since, and it's fabulous. It's actually really, really good combo, and you don't need to use the primer because the CC cream has the primer in it. So I actually mix those 2 now, but for the purpose of the video, I only use the foundation on its own. So what you can apply it with: fingers, one of those sponges. Obviously that has to be dampened and then squeeze water out of it and then reuse, or the makeup brush. One of them. I use the brush. I, however, found that you need a lot more foundation to go on the brush to use it than if you use the fingers. I don't know what your experiences are, but if I actually put that, I don't know if you can see it, the dinky amount on my fingers, it's far better than if I use the brush. I did it for the purpose, but I thought, no, I'm gonna use my good old fingers. It doesn't absorb in. However, if somebody wants like a pretty good and detailed, go for it. Got time, go for it. I think most of the women these days don't have the time. So the easiest way we can find for them to use this, the better. Careful, by the way, you're probably not going to be able to see many people at the moment, but I was going to mention, please be careful. Yeah, I'll go to that in a second. Please be careful with sharing anything. Even after this whole thing finishes, don't share the mascara things, or careful with the concealers. Always use the brushes, because the infection and the cross-contamination of the products, it can be quite bad. So I have my own kit, but I think I'll be really wary using it on other people now. Claire, a lot of the times, yes, I do put the foundation on the eyelid. However, if I put makeup on like early in the morning and I know I need it to last until God knows when in the evening, I do actually use the makeup primer only, because it brings out the colors a lot more. And this one, it looks so much nicer with the eyeshadows when I put the makeup primer on. However, there are also different chats, and I think of the theories, and I think it also depends what you prefer, whether to put the foundation on first or whether to do the eye makeup first. I do it this way. I'm doing it at the moment. I'm literally doing the foundation and then I do the eye. That's my way of doing it, but a lot of people actually do the eye. I think a lot of the reason, my light is turning on into sleep mode, so let me just switch it off. A lot of the people do it because if you're using a lot of eyeshadow and it drops down here, you can easily remove it before you put the foundation on. If I've got the foundation on and then it drops down, you have to be ready for it with the powder, or it can smear. So it just depends how people are clever. So I've got the foundation on, then I will go straight into the eye. I did use the primer, fabulous thing. If you see the differences with and without, how it actually looks like, it's absolutely incredible. Running out. Everything is running out these days. Fingers, literally dab it in. You do not need to wait for this to dry before you apply the eyeshadow. Just another thing. Our lovely palette, my is number 2. These are my colors. Yeah, this one's my coloring. It's the cold coloring. I was a bit more blonde, but I absolutely love this. And my rule with the eyeshadow is, if somebody buys this set, literally get them to play with the colors. You know, they go, yeah, but I only use like this one and this one maybe. And just say, go for it. Just go with whatever you're going to wear for the day. Just have a play. So what? Who cares? Come on, people go around with rainbows on them these days. So whatever. So as you can see, my fave, marble, load the brush up, big, thick brush, the thickest one that's in the set, load it in, and then apply it on. I normally do it with the dab-in movements first, just to get all of the colors on. Never ever blow the excess off the brushes, literally just dab it off. I, however, am a bit stingy. I never dab anything off. I actually put it all on and use it. It's on there. We bought it. We paid money for it. Let's just use the thing. And it's like a canvas base now. So you cannot see very much, but it's a canvas. You can play with it. Then I used this color, this color, this color, and this color. So I literally, and I actually dabbed a little bit of this one. So I used the whole middle row and this one. I fancied purple. Somebody said that they can actually go down like this, that matching like this. I think it's kind of whatever. But if you look at the tones, it could be quite right. But I love shimmers, absolutely love shimmers. So I'll go for it. So bit of a shimmer in the center, I mean in a corner. Then the light purple. Ali, unmute yourself and just tell me, don't worry about writing it.
I will then. So what do you think about shimmers for the over 50s? Because I've heard that shimmers can be aging.
Careful.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, just careful, don't go over the top. I think if you can go, say, in a corner, especially if the eyes are getting a bit sunk in, it's okay. But if it's like a full on, same like with the dark eyeshadows, I'm not so keen. They're really, really popular with the youngsters these days. Great, they look fantastic. They can go into those crazy colors, go for it. But I like natural makeup and I always do them. So if older ladies got heavy eyelids, again, you have to adapt it. Fiona, for example, she's a perfect example. Eyeshadow's waste of money. She has to do everything with the eyeliner, with the mascara, and that's it. That is absolutely pointless to do anything on somebody like that at all. So,
okay. And if you were doing, when you say shimmer in the corner, you mean the inside corner or
yes,
the outside? The
inner,
inside.
Inner.
Interesting.
Yeah, just take a little bit of a highlight in. Again, who? Fiona. So this is my absolutely favorite. I am a little bit gutted, I must say, about the palette, that if it runs out of those base colors that you use every single day, and so many of them, like that marble I have in here, I have to buy the whole thing again. So for the purpose of the video, I still have, and I stocked myself completely on our old one. And I use it, as you can see, again, that one is cameras, that one is used the most because I absolutely love them. So play with more colors in here. But I know palettes are really, really popular, so people do love them. Youngies like them, so Arbonne was very good of listening, but
also I think it's because it's cardboard, isn't it? So it's recyclable, fully recyclable. Whereas the metal and the magnetic makes it more difficult to recycle.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, Claire, thank you for that. I
think that was Krista.
Okay.
I've got a question though.
Go.
Eyeshadows, do you go with what? Okay, is it your hair color, your skin color, or your eye color that you're matching your eyeshadow shade to?
All together. Okay, pretty much. You would say similar to me, yeah. So 2, volume 2. So those ones. Ali's pretty similar. Krista would get away with one, with the brownie colors, because of the hair, because of a bit different. Nikki, combo. Yeah, I would go with whatever you're wearing or whatever you fancy. Do you know what a lot of the times go when people say, what do you think for me? A lot of the times I go, which one do you prefer? And I give them, we obviously have them, so I show it in their faces and I go, which colors appeal to you more? Which one you think look better? And they normally go, I love that one. Or, yeah, I really like those colors. So they just need to play with whatever's in there and then just be extravagant. You know, fair enough, I don't use the green one very much, but when we go to GTC and we wear green, I go for that green because I've got green top or something. So people are scared of colors. You know, a lot of the people, when they learn what they were doing in their 20s, they're still doing in their 50s. And it's what I absolutely love, just to put, bless you. It's what I absolutely love, changing people's habits. Be extravagant, go for it. You know, it's, as I said, rainbows out there. And then what I like to do is put that really light one underneath the eyebrow. However, I did use a little bit of a concealer, so I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Also, what I would suggest, completely back to that shimmery, just to blend it all in, is one of these. I don't know if you've got one of these, that little spongy thing. Get yourself one. It's like £1. I got this in Sephora. And this is absolutely fabulous, even for us as a consultant or for people at home. If you only have 2 brushes and you playing with, say, I just had 5 colors, you can go in between and clean those brushes in one of these and carry on going from dark to light, light to dark. So you're not smudging wrong colors in the wrong places. It's like a little dry cleaner that you can reuse again. So all you need to do is this, and it cleans all the powdery bits off the brush, and you can see it's collecting at the bottom, and you just rinse it occasionally and carry on again. So one of the best tools that there is for anyone. It doesn't have to be makeup artist. So I'm quite happy with that. You can also, whatever the darkest color you use, take one of like a slanty brushes, if you have one, and dab it into that darkest color and apply it underneath the eye instead of the eyeliner. Mix
Andrea?
Yeah?
That circle sponge you just had, Krista asked, what's that called?
Beg your pardon. Sorry, darling. I have no idea.
And also, would you use it dry or would you wet it for cleaning?
No, always dry. It's brush cleaning sponge.
Thank you.
But it's kind of one of those, if you go to any shop, yeah, it actually says without soap or water. It has to be dry because it's literally for using the eyeshadow brush in between the colors. If you have selection like this and you don't have to go back to the light shimmer from the dark shimmer, then you can blend it fine. Like I've got that one for blending, so I can go back, but I don't have time for it. You know, when you've got the kids and you go to school and all that jazz, 5 minutes, within 10 minutes, I need to be ready. But this is a little bit like have a play. Then for the evening, eyeliner, mine's grey because obviously I use grey blue. And I actually in the evening take the waterline. Yeah. So you bring a little bit more colour. And then if you do use eyeliner, go always from the outer corner in, never the other way around. Yeah, so the darkest needs to be on the outer corner and then in. Ali, again, for those people who are a little bit older, for the ladies, then hold the eyelid, stretch it, because you know when it starts to get a bit crepey and saggy and...
What are you trying to say, Andrea?
I'm getting there myself. You can hold the outer...
I did ask the question first, Nikki. We talked about you when you were out the room.
Anyway, ladies, when you do the makeup on
Sorry,
your...
I was just having dinner.
Yeah, go for it, darling. Absolutely, go for it.
Very...
Thank you for joining me. Love having you.
Sorry.
Again, if you've got big enough eyes, you can take the liner all the way to the inner corner. If you have a little bit squinty, small eyes, don't do it because it's going to make them even smaller. So literally just do a little bit of emphasis on the outer corner, top and bottom, and leave it go away. Mascara.
You're not doing a flick. You're literally just taking it just straight to the eyelid end.
I'm getting a little bit older for flicks now, so no. Go with the flicks. You have to have a black eyeliner for the flicks. It doesn't really look very good with any other. I do not have a black eyeliner because I left it in England. It's going to be delivered to me with my next Arbonne delivery. Joe is joining us. Let me just admit her in. But because I use the, hello gorgeous, but only because I use the grey eyeliner, and I actually have the shimmery one. If you remember from the Christmas kit we had, whenever, years ago, we had that slightly shimmery grey one. Love that one. Still got it. So with the mascara, our lovely Speak Volume mascara. If you're not great with mascaras, always start at the bottom. Yeah, bottom, because if you do the top and then you do the bottom and then you print everything off on the eyelid and then you've got the whole eyeshadow buggered, do that one. However, what I do, I love the faces, by the way, when you do mascara. In order, yeah, women, I always go, you're opening your mouth. I have no idea why women open their mouth when they put mascara on. It's like that's supposed to help in any way, but it's so doing it.
I got a question about lashes.
Beg your pardon?
Question about lashes. Do you use an eyelash curler?
No.
Okay, if you were to, would you
Yeah.
do it always before, and would you ever do it once the mascara's been put on?
I would ideally like to say before. However, I think it holds better if you do it after. You just have to be really careful that you don't pull your eyelashes out. Seen that before, and it's not good. But I think if you use the eyelash curlers when your mascara on, it holds a little bit better.
Yeah.
So all I would have to say is be careful. But what I do with mascara, I do 1, 2, 3, 4. And I do it in about 3 circles. Because we can load this one up so well, I do it around and around and around until I'm happy with the coverage. So it gives it always a chance that bit you are putting a mascara on to dry, so I never get any imprints. And I just keep going. I'm actually using eyelash serum at the moment. Smack my wrist and kill me, but I absolutely love it. It's allowing my lashes to grow. So I'm happy with that. Eyebrows. My lovely, lovely eyebrows. I love eyebrows, don't I? Pencil. A fave pencil. I'm a medium. Ideally, brush the eyebrows up first and then put the eyebrow line underneath to give it the contour you want. Can you see it okay on the camera? Because in my eyes, it's so, okay. It's so reflecting. It's like, can actually somebody see something? So underneath, at the top, at the moment, the eyebrows are bushy, right? Bushiness is in. I think at the moment, women are quite glad to have anything. Sorry, say again?
I hope so.
Not around to do the eyebrows, right? We have no choice. And then, I know, and then...
Bushiness is practical if you were a youngster in the 80s.
Brilliant.
That's what the technical take us back to.
Right. Love the eyebrows. So I think with the eyebrows, the pencils are incredibly forgiving. I think the best pencils I had in my hands over the years, because you don't have to be perfectionist or you don't have to be professional to know how to use that. You literally put it on, which is fabulous. Obviously, the favorite Joe brow cream for uses on all sorts. It's another thing that you can use afterwards. I don't use it. I don't particularly like it, but I think for some women that especially can't go to beautician, have them tinted or want them a little bit more tidy, it's a fabulous thing. Joe, I just have to show you, I'm recording this, but I still have to show you. Look, I ordered myself color for my hair. Watch the space tomorrow. This grey is gonna get covered. I've never done it before, so watch it.
You know, in Spain, if you go into the supermarket and you buy hair colour, you can get fined because it's not a essential item.
Well, I ordered it on internet.
Yeah, well done, you.
DPD delivered it yesterday. About £7 for the whole lot. It's like, yep.
I know, this is either going to put me out of business or I'm going to be really busy when I go back because everyone's going to need their roots doing, or everyone's just going to do their own.
I'm an absolute pro now.
I know, I saw you cutting the hair. Amazing.
Did you see my live? You didn't see me when I poked her in the eye and nearly knocked her out.
Brilliant. Yeah. Everyone's just going to be home hairdressing now.
I know, I can't believe we didn't fall out. I was like, I did say to her before, you aren't going to be cross with me if it's a disaster, are you? She promised.
No one's going to see it for weeks.
Exactly. It's my theory. I'm sticking to it. I do need to do something with this bit here, though, look. That's just bushy now.
Yours is lovely, longer.
It's got layers in it. Don't dare touch it, really. I did my fringe, but that's as much as I'm going.
Just cut the underneath section so that you can just add the top section over.
Well, then if I make a mess, you won't be able to see it. Sorry, Andrea. Back
No,
to
go for it.
Carry on.
I'll carry on. That's
No,
fine.
I want to know what you're doing now.
Concealer. I absolutely love the concealer. On some people, it works wonders. It obviously covers all the blemishes, all the dark circles. It can be used for contouring. If women or anyone gets 2 shades, one that fits them is slightly darker and one that's darker for the contouring, is like a little bit more advanced thing to do. Possible. Very good coverage though. So I do quite like it, again, around the eyebrows, or it can be also used around the lips. You know, when you get to that age when it starts bleeding, they're fabulous. Yeah, so again, for the ladies that started to get slightly crackly lip liner, and then in an hour you see the color bleeding into the skin around, put that around it, or put the foundation even on the lips, it will stop it. Obviously lip liner helps it as well, but if I use like a really red color, mine's already bleeding, and that's quite scary considering I'm not even mid-50s for 40s for another month. Jesus. Right, contouring. My lovely, lovely, lovely palette. Everybody needs this palette, by the way. Absolutely everybody. Now, the question is with this one at the moment, and I think anyone can play with it, are the brushes. Because I've seen so many videos with using all these 3 brushes in so many different ways that I'm playing with it myself at the moment. So you obviously need the standard, this is the old kid one, or the slanted one, the little one, and then any kind of fan brush. I started to use the thicker brush for the actual contour, and I'm actually going to show you. I found this, which I think everybody needs to have a look what shape they are. Can you see the picture? Okay. To actually
you see that.
Yeah. What I love about this picture, this is not just about the contouring, it's also about how you and where you apply the blush, which with the different facial shapes is quite important. Yeah, because you see so many different women with the different. So this one is quite good. I can even post it in a group.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Please, can we all help each other know what shape face we have?
Yeah, sure.
I actually don't know.
I was about to go and look in the mirror to see what shape face
I don't know either.
Get the mirror. Get a mirror. The best thing is if you got any hair, take it away. Yeah. So I am relatively heart shape face, yeah, with a high forehead. So I need to take this down optically because this is way too high. I also got, if I don't smile, I look miserable. However, I have none of this naturally. Yeah. Joe, you're going up. Yeah. Hold on. Let me share that picture.
Can you show us the picture again?
Yeah, going. Right, I'm here. So, Joe, you're here. Yeah, you heart shape, can't hear you, but
Joe, say something so you pop up on the screen.
Unmute yourself.
Am I heart shape?
You are heart shape. Yeah, you can see your cheekbones are quite out. Yeah, so you perfect that shape. So you need blusher here, and you obviously need to contour with this bit slightly darker to take it optically in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just say everyone seems heart-shaped face to me with really lovely shapes.
A lot of long faces. I think Claire is quite a long face. Yeah, so yeah, come closer to the camera so we can see you. Yeah, look, she's got a long face.
Thing off.
Okay.
Yeah, so she needs to also optically go this. Yeah, so she needs to contour the top of her face and the chin. Cut it off. So it goes like that. Not
Sounds
too
painful.
much. Like with Claire's shape, careful with the darkness going in that kissy line, because it's going to make her look even thinner. She's already thin naturally as it is everywhere. It could make her look too thin. So
I like my bronzer there.
it's not at all like you fine, but I would say if you've got somebody like you, don't go over the top to make this really, really dark. If you do like a gentle little bit of a bronzer, fine, but you know the really dark in a bit, not good.
Yeah. Okay.
Ali, come and show us your... Sorry, darling.
Sorry, you said about here for bronzer. How do I...
But the
do that?
matte one, always the matte. Don't ever use the shimmery one. Yeah.
I can't see myself now. I don't know where I've gone.
Yeah, you also have got a little bit more prominent here, so you also a little bit more heart shape, but you've got fringe, so you're right. But you would also have to take the forehead a little bit down, but you've got fringe, so
you can't see my forehead.
Yeah. So again, so like a blusher in here for you. Yeah,
looks very heart-shaped, Ali, to me.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Oh.
No, you've got great cheekbones.
Yeah. So you just
what
need...
about Krista? What's Krista?
But Krista, come closer, darling.
I love this.
I love it.
Okay, your chin is quite prominent. Yeah, whether it's the camera or not, cut the chin with the dark one. She's absolutely fine around hairline because she's got really nice low forehead. And you could just do the standard, in between the square and long. Yeah, so you on this side. So again, the blusher going underneath the cheekbones for you, and you can do the blusher quite okay, just normal above the cheekbone, no problem at all.
And what about you, Nikki?
And Nikki, we got massive
I can't see me, because I couldn't see Andrea. I can't see my face.
That's okay. Come a little bit in the middle of whatever you're looking at. No, to the left.
Go to the screen.
And turn towards left. Turn left a little bit.
The other way.
Left and closer.
Now forward. No, the other way.
Turn your head.
I can't see myself. I'm really sorry. This could be quite scary.
Move over the other way.
I didn't see myself either, Nikki. Just
you should have
in front of the camera.
Look towards your outside door.
With your head. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a light right behind you.
Yeah, you've
so
got
you get the light right behind you, so it's just distorting.
I've had to move it because of it needs to be charged.
That's
Sorry.
okay. Let me stop
sharing.
sharing.
You're right. The lighting is terrible.
Yeah, that's it. Right, now come closer.
Sorry. I see. How about this?
You had a halo. You're haloing.
Great cheekbone.
Right, and stop moving.
She's always telling me that.
No, stop moving. Stop talking. Stop moving.
I tell you what, I am really gutted that you can't do my eyebrows anymore.
I will do for Christmas.
Fucking hell, that's no good.
Hey,
God, excuse me.
She's amazing at eyebrows. I'm going to have to find someone else.
Long time till Christmas.
Terrible.
Yeah. No idea when this is coming back again. But anyway, Nikki, right. Contouring a standard underneath. You can do a little bit of darkness on your chin and a little bit darkness on the outer of your forehead.
What shape is she?
And a little bit of your nose, dark one. She is... Stop moving.
Oh, look, when she smiles.
Literally always telling me that.
It's a little bit squarer, yeah? Like, if you compare, like, my face, mine's narrower. Nikki's a little bit wider, squarer, so she needs to optically contour that out a bit in. And just do the standard. Underneath pretty much what you're doing anyway. Underneath the cheekbones. Not put too much of a contour lighter underneath the eyes, though. More of a...
I actually do too much. I do it in the wrong ways. That's for sure.
You do like.
Thank you. Do you know something? I think we should do that because people love to know what shape they are.
Yeah.
This is great to do this.
Yeah, that's
Can I tell you something? The lives are not like this because you can get the interaction.
Yeah.
What do you think? And it's lovely to see Krista and Ali and everything. It's really, really nice.
And Andrea, can you post or share picture with the 4 shapes with us?
Sure. I'll put it in a group, no problem. So I'm doing that matte one for contouring. Don't ever use the shimmer one for contouring, guys. Yeah, the shimmer is the bronzer, so it's literally that old thing, or the stick. It's literally for the cheek, never for the contouring. Careful. So with this one, you do the contour, or with the concealer, whatever you prefer, or the stick. The stick is really good as well, because it's for someone who is like, I haven't got time, I haven't got a clue what to do with this. You give them the double-sided new stick and it's like bang, 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 done. All they have to do with it is then blend it with the fingers, because it's obviously creamy. I cannot use mine anymore because I have the old one. It's off. It stinks. Cannot use it anymore. I had it so long. So that one is quite good, because you can actually go dark, 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 light, 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 off. But you have to put it on before the final powder, because you have to blend it in with fingers. It won't even, brush won't even touch it. So matte one for the contouring. So obviously I'm going top of my lovely high forehead, and you have to blend it in into the hairline. Yeah, not those when they're like in the middle of the forehead. They have to get blended into the hairline. Yeah, fine. Then the shimmery one, I'm still using the same brush. This one is really tricky. I used to use the flat one, but I found with the flat one, it's quite strong. It's too strong. And if you don't know how to blend it, or you're not blending it enough, it's too much. So I prefer now to use that, whatever, the new one. So now with the bronzer, go underneath and nowhere else. Leave it as that. Now I use my dinky one for my actual blusher. So wherever we agreed, we're putting our own. I'm doing a little bit of my apple and out, and you blend it in with the circular movements and blend it in. Just make sure you blend it in. Don't put too much on. Yeah, Nikki, do not put too much on. You don't need too much. Love you. Right.
She always says that to me.
It's okay in the evening, in daytime there's no need for it. But I think because we don't see each other that much.
Obviously, she thinks it every time she sees me.
It's good to look at yourself there. Can see how much difference that is from that. Yeah, it's take a picture. Anyway, and then the highlighter with my brush. I actually bought myself a different one. Literally wherever that shape is going to. And then now always go back with the standard brush and blend it all in anyway. Yeah, always blend it in. And then now I would actually apply the setting powder. We are all skin types, we're completely suitable for the setting powder. I would say for actually setting the makeup and for it to last is one of the best products in there. So many people, however, don't know how to use this, so we do need to give them full instructions. I think Ali suggested not to take the whole paper off completely, so you only get a little bit, yeah? I'm very grateful they put that black lid in there, because so many of my clients had it in the handbags. Yeah, I can't hear you, but I can lip read, know what you said. Because it goes everywhere, or used to go everywhere. So always do tell them I actually use like the bit from the lid, just tiny little bit, and then obviously work its way into the actual lid. Yeah, I'm sure you all know, but for the purpose of the video, and then put it everywhere. Do it 2 or 3 times. I'm not going to do it because I'm only going to take it off as soon as I finish with you, but that needs to go on absolutely everywhere, maybe even 2-3 times, and then finish off with the eyebrows. Yeah, so whether you have the brow cream, and it might have a little bit distorted because obviously we use that big brush, I actually use my see-through brow cream. I love it. It gives it that nice wet look and it fixes it in its place. And I'm happy with that. And then
Do you use finishing spray? And if you do, when do you use it, before or after the powder?
After everything.
Okay.
Yeah, after everything. I don't particularly use it unless it's summer. I love it in summer because it gives that nice fresh look. I do have it. Because I'm so dry, dehydrated, I absolutely love during the day. At the moment, with all the heat wave coming in, and then we were like literally heating on a couple of weeks ago. We had -20 here last week up in mountains, and now we had 25 today. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know what the nature is doing. And my skin is horrendous. Honestly, I have to put so many products on and exfoliate and oil and mask and everything. So, I do put it on during the day sometimes. As I walk past the shelf, I just put it on. And then with the lipsticks,
one of the other girls is trying to join, but she got the wrong code or something. So she might be trying to join you now. I said join anyway.
Yeah, that's okay.
She messaged me at 10 past, but I missed it, sorry.
Andrea, does the finishing spray waterproof the mascara?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that would be good. Wouldn't that be a result?
That would be good. But no, this is literally...
You know what they put in waterproof mascara though, don't you?
No, what?
Antifreeze, like you put in your car so that your window wipers don't, you know, freeze up in the winter.
No way.
Yeah, that's why we don't have a waterproof one. I don't think there is an ingredient yet out that can make it waterproof and not have it still, you know, safe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'd rather have safe.
Yeah. Lipsticks. I love this one. I love those double-sided ones. They're simple, they're easy. You don't need the lip liner. Because of the slanted spongy brush, it does really good contour. However, if anybody wants to combine, I know a lot of you still use the lipsticks. Again, I always go depending what you're wearing. But especially in the summer, if I'm into pink, I go crazy into pink or orange. During the winter, I'm a little bit more playing with the colors. So the jasmine, I absolutely love. It's just completely my color. You just can do straight off. You don't need to do anything, especially before. Lip liners, however, I do love because they really work well. They last forever. I always put the line on and then I actually fill in a little bit in and even just put a gloss and that's it. And it lasts really well. Oh, I'm so glad I finished my lipstick on. Look at you, man. Leave it to dry, that side. I breathe in a few times and then apply the gloss on it afterwards. And you're ready to roll. Careful on sharing this, by the way. If you have yours, just use yours for you. Don't share it because not good, especially now with everything that's happening. I think there's so many rumors that a lot of people are once infected, really infectious, really long time afterwards with some bad health issues lasting afterwards as well for a while. So with the makeup, we're gonna have to be really, really careful. So I'm happy with that. I can apply my spray now and it's much nicer. So yeah, I think this is a little bit more than I would put for the day, but only because of the eyeshadows, because I was playing with much darker colors than I would normally. Normally, I would literally apply the light one, the base one, this one, and the blue one. I use this one because I love the old ones and I still have loads of them. I think I'm going to be dead by the time this goes. It just doesn't go down. They're absolutely incredible. But for the palettes, just play with the colors. And I'm happy with that. So, ta-da! I'm done. Anyway, I'm going to stop recording this, and if you want to ask any more. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to stop recording now.
It looks lovely.
Brilliant.